Animism is the belief that some inanimate objects contain a supernatural presence. It's been documented that ancestors of those who immigrated to the Appalachian Mountains held these beliefs in the remote past, and some aspects survived in the most rural parts of Appalachia. For faith healers, and different ones would be utilized to heal or harm typically. These practices involved auguring a hole into a tree, placing something inside, and then hammering in a peg made from another type of wood. A rupture is old Appalachian slang for a sore on the skin that wasn't healing well on its own. One could become life-threatening when it was feared that infection could be spreading, or the sore wasn't healing. A faith healer could be called on before sunrise. They would enter the home and place a piece of white cloth next to the wound. They would then wrap some finger and toenail clippings and a few strands of hair in the cloth, then go into the woods facing east. They would auger a hole into a fruit tree, stuff the cloth inside, and then hammer a peg of a different kind of wood into the hole. Curing asthma in a child followed a similar process. The faith healer would take a hair from the head of the child and auger a hole in an ash tree. Just above the child's height, they would then drive a sourwood peg into the hole. It was believed that when the child grew taller than the place on the tree, their asthma would vanish completely. In Appalachia, sourwood was itself said to have the ability to cure asthma. A person would cut a branch the exact height of a child, place it in the rafters, and when the child grew taller than the stick, their asthma would be cured. Across the British Isles, the ash tree has been linked with healing, and was also burned to ward off malicious spirits. In Scotland, it was linked with children's health and well-being. A spoonful of ash sap was given to newborn babies to protect them from misfortune and witchcraft. The protective qualities against witchcraft were such that no pails and butter churns were made from the wood, so that witches couldn't spoil milk or prevent butter from forming. This might have something to do with folklore from the United Kingdom, which maintained that the infant Jesus' first bath was in an ash water basin. Ash was believed to also take warts from people. A person would prick each wart on their body with a stick pin and then push them onto the tree for the warts to be removed. An oak stump and a white hickory peg would be used to cure cattle, but the intent was for the peg to fall out. The hole was filled with sulfur, and the peg was only lightly hammered in. The log was turned on its side so that the peg would be more likely to fall out. It was believed that when it did, and the sulfur poured onto the ground, cattle would be cured. Across the United Kingdom, oak offered protection from bad luck, misfortune, malicious spirits, and witchcraft. It was believed that the devil could not touch the tree or anything made from it, strengthening the connection to protection from malicious supernatural forces. The willow tree, representing mourning and loss in other areas, was sometimes used to create a mangala charm. A person would tie a knot in one of the draping branches while saying the name of their beloved. It was believed that love would last until the knot was loosened. Cutting open a persimmon fruit to see what piece of cutlery is reflected inside is also a common but dying tradition. If the image of a knife appears inside, the coming winter will be cold. A form shape indicates a mild winter. A spoon shape, however, represents a winter with many heavy snows. Touch pieces are items carried to mostly bring about luck or to ward off malicious spirits. Besides ginseng root, buckeye nuts are the most commonly carried touch pieces. They are believed to help treat rheumatism as well as provide vigor and energy. Though rare, pawpaw fruit seeds are carried for good luck and to protect from witchcraft.